This is actually the original greenhouse that my grandfather began the business in 1892. And this greenhouse was actually built before that. It was owned by a cobbler who kept it as a private greenhouse. And he turned the heat off in the winter of 1892, and in that spring my grandfather rented it from him and began Logee's greenhouses. You can see the old cypress-sized sash vase with glass on the top. This is the original frame, the wooden frame that was put in. And the greenhouse has actually got a fairly heavy stone foundation to it, and it's somewhat sunk down into the ground a little bit. We presently use this for part of our retail space and plants that customers can pick up, and we also have some of our stock plants in here, and as well as display plants. For instance, there's no longer a fern house. We have grown ferns in here in the past, but there's one of our old Staghorn Ferns. This is a massive begonia, plant of begonia elaine in a basket that's been hanging there for quite a while. We also have down in this house our famous Strongylodon vine, which literally, if you take a look up in the top here, it's pretty much run all over the place. And this will be in flower in April. We're presently in December, so this is the lowest time of the year, light time of the year. Here's our old snowflake plant. This is Tregecia palmata, and this is really one of the better forms of that. You can see the leaves are very cut almost, and they do look like snowflakes. We have a cinnamon tree. This is our cinnamon, and if you take that and scrape that bark, it's very aromatic. This is the actual true cinnamon, not the cinnamon leucomyrus, Cinnamonum zelianicum. And just beginning is our winter sweet. This is a winter bloomer, comes out of South Africa, Acokanthera, and intensely fragrant flowers that come off of this. It's also poisonous, used as an arrow poison plant for the natives in Africa. But as long as you don't ingest any of the sap, you're okay. But it always flowers in the wintertime and puts out a wonderfully fragrant flower. So sort of, I think we call it winter lilac also, although the flowers really don't smell like lilac. They're much more fragrant. This is an old specimen of Platycerum. These are Staghorn Ferns, coronarium, and I think this has been in the greenhouses for at least 35 years now. It was something that back in the days when they did jungle collecting, it came out of Vietnam and Thailand, I believe. I was sent to a collector in Boston, and then I got it from them, and it's been hanging here ever since. It's a beautiful fern. You can see the back sterile fronds are nice light green. It has this long pendulating sterile frond to it. We also have a Michelia. This isn't in flower right now. This is our Michelia alba, one of our stock plants of that. And it flowers pretty much throughout the year. Famous in tropical areas for its fragrant white flowers. You can see just the density of this Strongylodon. This was our original Strongylodon vine, and just the density of it. We periodically cut this out, I mean, probably 5-6 times a year, or it would literally overtake the entire greenhouse. You couldn't even walk through here if we could try to contain it. But the interesting thing about this plant is it'll throw flowers out on old wood or on new wood, so all of a sudden these tremendous inflorescences appear, and they grow very quickly, and they put these long chains of this most unique turquoise flower. It's probably the most unusual flower color in the plant world.